floor.
Look at her.
I'll be honest, Jason. I'm kind of sick of looking at your grandmother.
I come back after all this time and this happens to her.
I told you, stop blaming yourself.
She was always talking. You couldn't shut her up. She had an opinion about everything. Now she's totally silent. It's eerie.
It is hers. So, let's go.
We can't leave her now.
Yes, you can. You're not doing anyone any favors by staying.
We just got here.
She doesn't even know we're here.
Dad, I know she knows we're here.
Even if she does, what does it matter? I thought she hated me.
She doesn't hate you.
She resents me.
Exactly.
We're not being Chinese. Oh yeah, but I'm not a woman.
She's old-fashioned.
Remember how she yelled at me when you first introduced me to her?
Dan, that was 5 years ago. She won't yell at me now. Look, I promise.
Just come on, let's go.
Please, Dad, no. A little longer.
You can sit here a little longer. I'm from that street because of coffee. I haven't had any since we left Chicago. You want any?
Oh, thanks.
And she's okay without coffee, I presume?
So, you're still here.
Leave the Beatrice, leave the Vina.
You did this to her, you know?
Beatrice, I thought you weren't going to mention that.
I want you to know what he did.
Jason, you look a little skinny. You've been eating?
Stop asking whether he's been eating. Look what he did to our mother.
We haven't seen him in 5 years. I wonder what's so concerned about his welfare.
His welfare. Look what he did to our mother.
Beatrice, you promised.
You can't deny it.
Mother was old. These things happen. People get strokes. These things happen, Jason. In fact, we're very glad you decided to come back to Washington.
Yeah, you just didn't have to bring that man.
Beatrice, stop blaming him.
Dad, this is why I don't like being around my dad's side of the family.
Then why did you come back?
Beatrice, stop.
First, you hurt your grandmother by telling her you're gay. Then you introduce her to this other one. Then you run away from all of us, and you have the nerve to come back after 5 years to do this to her. You are as irresponsible as your father
Do
was.
not talk about my father!
Hey, it's the hospital inside voices. So there's no woman here.
Yeah, the gay thing is correct. I'll calm my nerves by going down to get some cappuccino.
Beatrice needs coffee to calm her down.
I was just gonna get some too at the cafe down the street.
Did I say cappuccino? I meant pizza. Some nice greasy pizza. You go down to that little cafe. Dominga and I go somewhere else.
Pizza sounds yummy. Let's go.
You sure you don't want coffee?
Oh, sure.
You're here.
I hope you can hear me. I know you can't talk.
I can talk. No one is listening. No one can hear me.
Please listen to me.
Me? Listen to you? Why should I? You made me this way. Look at me. I can't move and I'm going to die. I know this. My time is soon.
I made the biggest decision of my life. I fly halfway across the country to see you, and this happens?
Always. I'm going to say that is the difference between you and me. I know why this happened. Why you are here, so I can change you and make you into a man. Then you die with no regrets.
Why did I come here?
My wife. And Cho An.
My daughter, my daughter.
Father. No regrets.
We all die with lies.
You're both dead. Go away. I'm not dead yet. We all die with the regrets. I won't. When I died, I did not have my body buried in the Chinese cemetery. I'm laying in place, surrounded on all sides with others of my race.
I tried so hard to keep the earnings of our name, but lost it when the revolution came to Amah City.
I should have disappeared much earlier, my wife. You should have never seen my face. You coward. You never did your duties. You left your daughters and me behind.
My words to you were false when I gave you up to be a wife.
That's not true. Your words were right. They
make me who I am, Jason. Don't listen to them. They're mad ghosts. Listen to me. I'm still alive.
Why did I come back to you? My father hated you and he died too young.
Father didn't hate me.
I'm going to raise a child I shouldn't be around you at all.
My father loved me.
We all die with regrets.
We all die with lies.
I was the best mother I could be.
Regrets.
Lies.
Get out of here. I'm telling him the truth. You need to understand your father. He was special. You don't know the difference between a man and a woman.
How
You
could I?
only knew the story of his life. You wouldn't be that way. You know how to be a man.
How could I ever be a father if I never knew my own?
You look just like him. It's like he's standing in front of me again. You know nothing like him. He was so dependable. One day, when he was a young boy, he had a foolish idea to work at our store. And I said, wait, but why? And he said, Mother, I may be a young boy, but I'm mature enough to be sensitive to our economic needs. And I said, for your education, you cannot sacrifice that. He said, but Mother, please allow me to forego my study and work as a store assistant. I was so moved by his words, and his resolve was so strong I could not refuse. The way was a spiritual work. I still remember the wonderful days back at the grocery store on the island of Negros, the most beautiful island in the Philippines. You can still see the store, the rough wooden walls, shelves lined with tin cans, sacks of rice on the floor. My daughter's cooking dinner. The smell of food floating in.
We are now in the past, in a grocery store on the island of Negros, in the Philippines, 1950. Wei Wei is 8 years old.
Mother!
Wait, you're back!
Yes, it's me.
I haven't seen you for quite a
I
while.
haven't been gone very long.
You have. I missed you.
I took the long way back from school.
It must have been very long. You're 3 hours late.
I'm sorry.
Your dinner is cold.
Sorry.
First daughter, second daughter, come here. While Wei Wei's dinner, my baby is hungry. Wei Wei, I made your favorite noodles.
I'm not hungry. I want to know about my father.
What do you mean?
My father, who was he?
He was a good man who died in the war.
And is that why your bird brought me to you?
Yes.
Does the bird look like this?
What is that?
It's a bird. It's a bird.
You bring it
It
here.
keeps hitting the ceiling. It doesn't know how to get out.
You will pay.
It's only a baby.
Oh, I really love babies.
Does that bird look like the one that brought me to you?
Wait, we don't have time to talk about that
But
now.
I want to know.
You have to eat dinner.
I told you I'm not hungry.
How is that possible? I made your favorite noodles.
Teachers, kids at school were laughing at me.
Why?
Their parents told them to.
People in this town are fools.
Because I said you told me that father died during the war and a bird brought me to you, which is true, right?
Yes, of course it's true.
No one believes me.
Well, they don't understand.
I want to know the whole story.
That is the true story.
Where did the bird come from?
Bright moon born under the sea. This time they shared across the earth. Loved ones sleep that night long. They miss each other till the dawn.
I'll tell you the story one day.
Tell me now, please.
Wait.
I want him to stop teasing.
After you eat, I'll tell you the story.
If you tell me the story now, I'll get my appetite back.
Promise to eat afterwards.
I promise.
Okay. The true story of where you come from.
The true story.
The true story. Yes, the true story. It begins with the strangers from the East, the Japanese, and how they look all the way across the world they wanted that too. So a brilliant sun descended on the countries of the southern ocean. But this sun was not the sun of light, but the sun of darkness. We in the Philippines were helpless. We were just little islands scattered all across the sea. And the strangers of the east snatched us, the northern island and the southern island and all the little islands in between, including the beautiful island of Suarez. After the Philippines, they wanted more. Like a needle and thread, they strung up all the countries of the Southern Ocean. Like beads, precious jewelry for their empress to wear. I was a beautiful young woman on this island of memories. Far from the land we live now, I was a servant working for the strangers of the West. A hard life it was, but with your sisters and your father, I was content with all I had.
I am content with all I have.
And your father worked in the fields for the strangers from the West, chopping sugarcane all day. He also was content with all he had.
I, too, am content with all I have.
And sometimes in the middle of the night, he would pray to Guan Yin, the Buddha who hears the sorrows of the world.
I pray to you to grant me a small wish.
Pray to Guan Yin to grant him one small wish.
Grant me a son so I can continue the family name.
When the strangers from the east landed on the island of Negros, nothing will ever be the same.
Nothing will ever be the same.
They came down from the sky and all they touched turned to flame, fused villages, and even the mentions of the strangers from the west were swallowed in fire and smoke. And the fields of sugarcane burned in the night. The sky was bright as day and smelled of sweetness and death combined. And food was nowhere to be found. And the island of Negros, which had always been so green, was now filled with cries.
Our two daughters weep with hunger. We have so little rice.
Don't worry. I'll sneak over to the next village where I know a man who has a hidden store of rice.
Oh no, Cho An, that would be dangerous. The Japanese are everywhere, and they are cruel.
But your father was brave.
I will run under the cover of sugarcane. Set your heart at ease.
They will mistake you for a spy or a rebel soldier or a saboteur. They will kill you without a thought.
I will do it for you and for our daughters. Maybe Guan Yin will reward my bravery by giving us a son.
You are so brave.
And he ran as fast as he could between rows of flaming sugarcane to reach the next village. But before he got there,
Halt! You may be a spy, or perhaps a rebel soldier, or even a saboteur.
I am a brave man who wants to feed his family.
I am Japanese and therefore cruel, so I must shoot you without thought.
Oh, Guan Yin, the Buddha who can hear the sorrows of the world, be witness to my bravery.
when I heard of this thing, I was so sad. I cannot speak for days.
I cannot speak for days.
But Guan Yin did witness your father's bravery, and so came down to the island of Negros in the form of a beautiful bird.
I have your wish, but like your husband, you must sacrifice something too.
Anything for a son?
I will take away what another does not plead.
From then on, I could never walk again.
A son. A son. Finally, truly, I am content.
And from then on, I could never walk again. And thus, due to your father's bravery during the war, and my own small sacrifice, Guan Yin gave you to me. And so the lineage of the house of Amah is continued. And that is the true story.
That's a beautiful story.
It is. And now you're left it out.
That is a
That is
true
the
story.
story.
What are you waiting for? I told you to walk
what I'll tell the other kids at school.
The other kids?
They kept laughing at me because they didn't understand. Now I'll tell them the truth.
I doubt they'll ever understand.
And was the bird that brought me to like that one?
Yes, it was.
Great. Now I know what it looks like.
So just ignore the teasing.
BAHALA NA.
What's this? Speaking in Filipino?
BAHALA NA. Do you know what it means? They say it can't be translated into Chinese.
If you can say it in Chinese, it's not worth saying.
But I like the sound of it.
Wait.
BAHALA NA.
Only Chinese is spoken inside this house. No Filipino.
Why not?
No Filipino.
But we have to learn it in school.
But I'll send you to Chinese
Even
school.
then we have to learn. The teachers say the Philippines is a new nation, so we should all learn the same language.
I told you the people in this town are fools. Especially the Chinese. That's why they make it difficult for you. They're jealous because you're special.
I'll tell them the story of Guan Yin and the bird, and I'll make them quiet.
You don't have to.
Why not?
I'm pulling you out of there. No more school for you.
You can't do that. I like school.
I don't want you to be around those children, all those gossiping parents, all those so-called Chinese teachers who turn their backs on their culture. They're not a good influence.
I don't understand.
You never will. You're too special for me. From now on, you're to work at this store.
I don't want to work at the store.
You'll be happy.
No.
You spend more time with your family.
No.
Wait. First daughter, second daughter, where are we? It's dinner.
Back at the hospital.
Listen, I brought back some pizza for you.
I'm okay. I'm not hungry. No thanks.
When is the one wanting to leave school? If I remember that correctly, was it me who pulled him out?
You've been here 3 days now.
I'm okay.
I might be too hard on you the first day you were here.
But the point of the story is that if you had loved your family more, you wouldn't be the way you are.
Ma's sick, and it's been difficult for all of us.
I think it's nice that you've been spending so much time with him.
I'm sorry of speaking ill of your father.
You never liked him.
Do you really want to know it?
Did you at least think he was a good father?
He did drink himself to death.
He was a good father and a good brother. He had many positive qualities.
Yes, for example, when we was charming,
Charming, a natural salesman.
which made him good at business for a little while.
He was very good at business and supported us with his money.
My father was a brilliant businessman. He loved working at the store just like he said he would. As the years passed, business boomed. And soon caught the eye of important people on the island of Negros. So he put the store in the hands of his sisters and worked far away from home, selling
Hammers,
Screwdrivers,
drills,
to people in
villages,
tongues,
cities.
and not just on the island of Negros, but all over the Philippines.
the northern islands,
The Southern
and
Island.
all the little islands in between.
There was money.
Money,
Money.
money.
Money. And so my youngest child was supporting me and his sisters, though he was rarely home, but sent us so much money. Oh, how good it was to live in a comfortable life.
Customer-made furniture,
Domestic servants.
imported cars.
He gave gifts like smiles, and he acquired even more skills that improved his proficiency in the business world.
Accounting,
Korean,
marketing,
French,
golf,
gambling,
fine dining,
drinking,
dancing,
He acquired many things.
women,
investing,
drinking,
gambling,
finance,
drinking,
public speaking,
gambling,
So many useful skills.
Gambling,
Women,
drinking,
gambling,
women,
drinking,
gambling,
women,
waitresses,
women,
bar girls,
women,
singers,
women,
dancers,
women,
strippers,
You acquire many things.
women!
Oh, and women adore him. Jason, you should know that your father was such a handsome man. But you should look at the photographs of him and upon his style. Then women will adore you too. He was the only one of my children who was beautiful. Postcard.
you will pay.
Crooked teeth and sharp fangs that scare most men off. She never found a husband. Second daughter.
I really love babies!
Large, dumb eyes that never stay still. She too never found a husband. But Wei was special and strong and healthy and beautiful.
Oh, the ladies are here. Hey, aunties.
Hello,
Hello.
How's Vigil?
Same.
I'm glad you can share in our pain.
Thank you for sharing with me. So, Jason, had some good news?
News?
There's some parts.
I know we were not wanted.
The letter?
Yes, we can fly to China this weekend and pick them up. A beautiful baby girl from Pune province.
Already?
What do you mean already? Waited 2 years for this, and now it's happening.
We're gonna be dads?
Yes, isn't that great? So, let's go. What's up, Dan?
Dan, I can't.
You can't.
I'm not ready.
You want to wait until she's...
No! No, I'm just saying I don't think I'm ready to be a dad.
This is why I stayed at my boring town job so I get that promotion. Why we got a nicer place in a nice enough big Chicago neighborhood for the baby, remember?
Yes, but
But what? The baby's here. So we can fight about that now.
Fighting. Another way you can learn from your father. Your parents never fought. They were meant for each other.
Jason, I don't know something. You go to your decision later.
Instant. I met your mother. I knew she was the perfect woman for Wei. First, I still welled up in my faded eyes when I recall what joy existed between them. And how blessed I was as a mother.
The grocery store, 1975. Wei is now an adult.
Mother.
Wei! Oh, you're back! First daughter, second daughter, Wei came back! Come here! How long has it been?
Not very long.
So many years since you've come back.
But you've been getting the money.
Yes, every month. Your money and few words that don't tell me much about your life.
There isn't much to tell. Just business.
That's not what I heard.
Is that so?
Well, the islands are small, words move quickly among them.
Words about what?
Women,
Gambling.
drinking,
Women.
No better.
Yes.
You're back.
Those words.
I don't want to hear.
Mother, I came here to tell you about someone. Someone unlike anyone I've ever known. Mother, this is Teresa.
Honored to meet you, madam.
The Chinese does not sound natural, huh?
She's not Chinese.
Oh, I see.
She's Filipino. I met her on the island just across the water from the island of Negros. She's the purchasing manager of her store. And for my company, she bought...
Hammers, screwdrivers, drills.
Yes.
What does a Filipino girl speak in Chinese?
I taught her.
Be a good teacher.
So she can speak to you.
Oh, is that so? Wait, I don't need any more domestic servants.
Teresa's my fiance. I search for the perfect woman all over the Philippines, and I find her just one island away.
Amusing.
Warm and gentle and beautiful.
Feet are enormous.
She's a great cook.
Filipino food, that takes no skills. And I can dance.
I never thought I'd find anyone like her.
I never thought you would either.
What do you think, Mother?
Your speech is simple, that has its charms.
She's just learning Chinese, but when she speaks Filipino, her choices of words are gentle to the ear, and she's deep and well-spoken.
Hammers, screwdrivers, drills.
She went to university.
Oh, an educated woman, you know what that means, endless nagging.
She's patient and understanding, unlike anyone I've ever met.
You have not known enough Chinese women.
She's the one for me. What do you think, Mother? We want your blessing.
Blessing?
Blessings very important, Daddy. Please.
Her parents cast her away, so she ran away with me.
My family do not agree. The Chinese are baffling.
The Chinese are shifty.
The Chinese are bleeding our country to death.
What's wrong with my son?
The Chinese are greedy.
The Chinese are crooked.
They tell you sweet-smelling lies as they rip out your heart.
Our parents hate the Chinese. To them, we're strangers in this country, people without papers.
How ignorant. What can you expect from jungle savages, huh?
Yes, madam.
According to law, she marries a Chinese man, then she's no longer Filipino. Then she'll be without papers too.
Well, too bad for her.
Our marriage won't be recognized by the law. It won't be a legal one.
What is your meaning? Wait.
It won't be recognized by the law or Teresa's family. When I left home, I began to drink and gamble and meet all sorts of women. Then I met Teresa and she changed all that. I gave up all my old habits for her. And since she has no family, she wants to be part of ours. Please, Mother, say yes. If it weren't for her, I would have drank myself to death.
Is that right?
Yes!
No. I simply cannot give you my blessing not to a Filipino woman.
Snuff the candle out. Gloomy night. Dewdrops felt about her sheet. Hands and touched the other hands. Sleep and dreams of the time is gone.
Is being with someone Chinese so important to you?
Yes.
Then we're getting married anyway.
Without my permission?
We love each other. We don't need your permission.
Was I so harsh? I must remember some of the details. I am old. Forgive me. The wedding is majestic. Such delicious food, beautiful decorations, a ceremony filled with laughter and love. Wait, I was not at their wedding. I was not. That's right. Most likely the invitation got lost at that unreliable Filipino postal service. But I imagine your father's and your mother's wedding was spectacular, like mine. One day, Jason, you too can have a nice wedding. You just haven't met the right woman yet. Just find somebody like your mother.
Back at the hospital.
You're not going with me?
No,
I already got your ticket.
you just wasted a lot of money.
Your grandmother was born in China.
Don't you want to honor her by going?
She left China when she was 16 and never went back.
China was a beautiful land. Every stone had a history about it. Every tree had a poem.
All she talked about was China this and China that. She never returned?
No, look. And I don't need to go, okay?
I'll get you a souvenir. A terminal around 1 o'clock. And not no brand new pen.
My father taught me so much poetry when
You don't need to get me anything.
Just our child. I think she could ask her. You're not going to be a problem with her.
my father has so many wise words.
My words were lies.
Comforted me when we said goodbye.
Goodbye.
You don't remember what I said to you?
Of course I remember.
The house in Moy City, China, 1920. We're even further back in the past. Young Amah is 16.
I hate goodbyes. Father, will my wedding day be the last time I see you?
Of course not. You have opportunities to return.
Why do I have to get married?
Don't you, my daughter, you have so many questions.
I don't want to get married. I don't want to leave China.
My daughter, you've been engaged to Cho An since you were a child. Now you're 16 years old. It is your time. You should feel joy.
What if I'm not happy? What if there is no joy?
What if there's no joy?
My daughter. Cho An is a clever merchant who has built a fortune in the lush islands of the Philippines. There, riches grow like coconuts on trees. China, though a country of much glory, is governed now by chaos and not by law.
I'm scared to leave China.
Tomorrow, you will board a steamship, depart Amoy City, and sail across the Southern Ocean. That night, he will take you to bed, and you will leave.
Leave?
You will enjoy a voyage on the steamship. 3 days and nights of sumptuous food, of dancing on the open deck. And then you will arrive in Manila, the jewel of the Philippines. What pride you'll feel as you take your first steps into the mansion of Cho An. You'll be among the strangers of the South, yes, as a Chinese.
But what if he doesn't like me?
My daughter, you are beautiful. Like a peach tree in full bloom. And cultured. You could master the poetry of all the dynasties. You cannot help but believe that.
Yes, Father.
Yes. However, you just watch your mouth. You do have a tendency to speak when it is unneeded, quite unsavory in a woman. Remember, you will take my place as the man who will listen. Cho An is an important business partner.
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
I hope everything is clear.
I'm not ready to be a wife.
Oh, Chihuahua, my daughter. If only your mother was still on earth, so that she may alleviate your fears. There are some things only a woman can say to a woman that I may.
I have a lot of fears.
When seen from a far distance, or from a far time, each one of us singly is insignificant, small as dust. But in truth, this is not so. You see, we're all part of a scroll of sacred writing that begins high up beyond the sky with the first of our race. With their ancient hands, the ancestors pull up the scroll of descendants, the generations and generations of our people, upward to the heavens. The word, a scroll made up of men, with wives holding tight around their waists. Each embrace becomes a brushstroke on the scroll. The words that all together form the history of our people. How important that this writing never ends. If any single one of us lets go, of a father, of a husband, of a son, The scroll cannot continue, and our history will end. This is why you must be here. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
A scroll of sacred writing. You said you understood, but I did not. I needed to keep a business partner happy.
Your words remain with me for my whole life. I kept me going when I could not go on.
The words were hollow.
I felt hollow. You filled me up.
You should have found a husband that you loved.
I did.
Is that true?
Yes, of course. When you betrayed me, your family, I spent my life protecting your name.
I never cared about my name.
Someone had to.
We should have never been together.
Did not try hard enough.
There was never any chance. You don't remember?
Of course I remember.
On a ship bound for the Philippines, 1920, young Ma is with her husband, Cho An.
Bright moon born above the sea, this time shared across the earth. Loved ones hate that night is long.
No more poem. Thank you.
Oh,
They're only written for Cici.
sorry, my father told me that maybe you would enjoy a poem from the Tang Dynasty.
Read it later.
Oh, and that was the most wonderful and successful wedding celebration, was it not? And all the most distinguished men of Amoy City were there to wish us all the fortune of the world. All in all, a most joy-filled wedding.
Yes, yes.
And my father, he wept so many tears when we parted from this pier. He promised he wouldn't shed a single tear. Perhaps he realized it might be the last time I see him. I do hope I see him again.
You will.
Oh, I'm sorry, Aunt Cho An. You are my family now, not my father.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You don't talk very much, do you?
Talking is not a task that interests me.
Oh, do you mean to say you would like to start what newlyweds do this very night?
别听话. I want to turn off the light.
I hope that we could talk some more.
I had hoped we could talk some more to get to know each other better before I leave for you.
There is another night to bleed.
Oh, thank you, Aunt Cho An.
There is a time for talking another day. Right now, I'm tired, just want to sleep.
Yes, Aunt Cho An, if that is your wish.
It is.
You were very handsome in your photograph, like a Shanghai film star, but in person, you are even more so.
Yes. Yes.
And I can't wait to see your mansion on your compound in Manila.
There is no mention.
Oh, well then, your modest house on the compound.
There is no compound.
What do you have?
Manila is a putrid, overcrowded port. I left it long ago.
I don't understand.
I'll tell you all tomorrow. Tonight, you can listen to the ocean's voice, not mine.
I don't want to listen to the ocean. You explain.
You talk too much for a woman.
I will not let you sleep until you explain.
I just want to go to bed.
Explain.
Explain.
If it will make you hush.
Sure.
The money that my father gave to me 3 years back in Philippines to start a business has disappeared.
How?
On cockfights and on dice.
Gambling?
And then there's opium.
Why?
Why?
It's lonely over there. Among the strangers of South, we Chinese float about, disconnected from the land. Our spirit hates our body. But when I eat opium, I become without a body. This body of some unhappy man.
So there's no money.
I left Manila for an island full of sugarcane, even farther south. The strangers of West gave it that name to them because in their language it means dark. Because the strangers of South, they found there were dark of skin. And now I live among them in a hut.
A hut?
I work in the fields, cutting sugar canes.
Out in the fields like a common Filipino?
Like a common Filipino?
But at least I have enough to eat.
To eat opium?
We eat to live.
These facts are quite a surprise.
I promised my father that I would come back in 3 years' time to have my bride, which he had selected long ago. If I didn't come back, he would have lost his face. And of course, I wouldn't have your father's generous dowry.
Quite a surprise.
Quite.
Negro is no Manila, but you will learn to like it
Quite a surprise.
and appreciate our woven family hut.
I don't think you're a man at all.
Do not talk to me like that.
You are not a man at all.
You're not a man at all.
You always spoke men and women, and they must each do. But I don't recognize those words. They meant nothing to me.
It took me so long to realize.
It took you many years.
And Mom suspected but could not say in speech until the neighbors talked.
That is good. The neighbors talk.
The hut on Negro's Island, 1935. Young Amah is now 31.
And the neighbors talk to me too.
About what?
About you and your friends, the Filipinos.
They were just friends of mine.
They're just friends of mine, that's all.
And there's that one that you spend so much time with.
His name is Miguel.
No time for your two daughters. So much time for Miguel.
He's just a friend.
Your friend is so much younger than you.
They're like brothers. I'm the elder and he's the younger.
You barely speak his language.
Our friendship goes beyond words.
You spend all of our money on him.
Don't forget, it was because Miguel that I have given up the opium. If it's not for him, I would have drugged myself to death.
Dear Father, I'm having a wonderful time in Manila. And Cho An's mention is huge.
Our eyes are keen as compass needles.
Dear Father, the social circuit has kept me busy. I cannot return to Amoy City once again this year.
Our minds as sharp as firecrackers.
Dear Father, and Joan's two sons are growing up so tall.
And our feet as quick as printing presses.
Dear Father, once again, entertaining my husband's friends had kept me occupied.
And our skin as fine as paper.
Maybe next year.
Not like the strangers in the South, for we are the Chinese, the descendants of our people.
Maybe next year.
Other villagers? Chattering Chinese busybodies.
But you understand the Filipinos?
They understand more than you do, Bahala Na.
What does that mean?
There is no translation in Chinese.
Impossible. Anything worth saying, you can say in Chinese.
It means, let it go.
You want me to let this go?
You will never understand.
We are part of a great scroll, a scroll of sacred writing that stretches high.
Stop talking about that damn scroll.
You do not know the difference between a man and a woman.
We are the ones who keep the books, and the books must always balance.
I hate your screw-pig lectures. I hate your Chinese lectures and your Chinese fairy tales, especially your Chinese poems.
He's right. Poems are ancient things.
was not always true for you.
Of course it is. In my head are 300 poems of the Tang Dynasty and 200 from the song.
You had a moment when your language fell apart and you smiled.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
You don't remember?
The hut on Negros Island, 1941. Young Amah is 37.
Who are you? What do you want? Get out of my house. Don't hurt me. Take anything that you want. I'll be quiet. Please. I'll be quiet.
Back at the hospital.
Men are never up to any good. I should have warned you earlier.
He just left you?
He took a little trip.
The gay man left you. Where'd he go?
Somewhere far, far away.
I knew it.
It wasn't us, was it?
No.
Sometimes our family can be a bit too much.
It wasn't Yuki Tamura.
It's because he's a man. That's what men do. They have their fun and they leave.
Maybe you'd be happy with women.
I'm sure I wouldn't.
Men can never take responsibility.
They never grow up.
They have their friends and they forget their wives.
That's why we never got married.
That's why you never got married?
But then again, Dan is such a good person.
How would you know?
He is so handsome and has a nice smile.
Those are the worst. They think they can get away with anything. It's a good thing he left you.
He's coming back.
Oh, you can tell yourself that now. But you'll get over it eventually.
He's bringing back the baby.
A baby?
A baby?
We're adopting a baby girl from China. He's there right now to get her.
What are you going to do with a baby?
Dan and I are going to be dads, fathers.
You?
A father?
How can you be a father? You disgrace the memory of your own. Wei was a real father. He knew how to raise a child. That's why after you marry your mother, you move far away from you. Far away from the island of Negros. From Manila, jewel of the Philippines. Earn more money and start a new life.
The apartment in Manila.
Start a new life with my Teresa.
We moved to an expensive high-rise apartment that overlooked Manila Bay. And soon, I grew tired of the island of Negros, how tiny and provincial it seemed. And I wanted to share the cosmopolitan life. So we begged me to stay with him in Manila, so generous. But I said, wait, you're now a husband, I can no longer interfere. But he said, Mother, if you live with us, it'll be just the happiest days of my life. Once again, his words moved me so, and his resolve was so strong, I could not refuse.
Hello?
Wait.
Yes. Mother?
Yes, I've sold the store and we'll move to Manila next week.
Where will you stay?
Well, I of course will stay with you. I am an old woman now. My bone is brittle and my heart is weak, and I want the domestic servants watching over me.
Mother,
I do not know how much longer I can walk this mortal world. Oh, I forgot. I cannot walk anyway.
there's no room for you here.
But I remember you mentioning a second bedroom.
Which is where the baby will stay when it's born.
That is where I can stay and help you be a parent. You will care for me, and I will care for your child.
I'll have to ask Teresa.
There is, of course, no need to consult your wife.
We discuss everything together.
You're the man of the family. Do not be infected by that Filipino thinking. I just want to share in your happiness.
Yes, Mother.
I wish your children would be as kind to you as you are to me.
Yes, Mother. You may come.
Was that what really happened? I thought we were invited them. Did I invite myself? That sounds so unlike me. But in any case, one night after listening to Chinese opera on the radio, I came out to the balcony and started back to my room when I heard your parents speaking. So I crouched by their bedroom window and peered in. Oh, what a sight. A pair of lovers in their youth speaking in the language I could not share in.
Bahala na.
Bahala na.
The Hot Negros Island, 1941. Amah's memory of Takashi continues.
I don't understand.
Food!
Food?
Hungry!
Are you hungry? Rice. It's the only thing I have.
See that?
What else could I do?
You could have run.
I was not a coward.
You call me a coward? I was a coward in that I had waited so long to do what I had to do.
What you had to do. You deserted your daughters and you deserted me.
You left them too.
Don't speak of such a thing.
You don't remember?
Don't remember.
The daughters.
What about them?
You cannot leave our daughters.
The war has already arrived in Philippines. The Japanese arrived this week. They will turn our island upside down and plumb out of wow.
So you're going to leave us behind?
I'm free of you. But this means you're free too.
Free?
Don't play dumb. For over 20 years, we have been a burden to each other.
Without a husband, what am I? And our daughters?
We were never mine to want.
Deserting us at a time of war. You are not a man at all.
Say whatever you want.
It's that Filipino boy.
It's that Filipino boy.
I'm leaving here forever. For your sake and for the daughters, do the same.
I'm not leaving.
I'm not leaving. I'm going to stay here till you return. You will change your mind.
Are you listening? I'm not coming back to this hut. The Japanese will be here. At least take the daughters to the mountains. Don't leave them in the village. I will ask our neighbors to take our daughters to the mountain. They will live without a father. They will live without a mother, but they will live to hate us both.
Let the Japanese come.
The Hot Negros Island, Amah's memory of Takashi continues.
You're still hungry? You want more?
No, please. No, I was only hungry. I didn't want hungry.
I don't
please.
understand you. I don't understand what you're saying.
I was only hungry, please.
I only speak Chinese.
Chinese? I took Chinese at school, but all I remember are the poems, not the grammar. Hello, Ni Hao Ma. Bye, Sai Chen. Nice to meet you.
This time we shared across the earth. Whoever takes that night is wrong. With each other, Cho An. Sunset come out. A gloomy light. Jewels fell about the sheep. Hands can't touch the other side. Sleep and dream of good times gone.
Back at the hospital.
So, Dan went to China and you're still here.
You only need one person to pick up a child.
Yes, but you're going to be a father.
I think it's great that you decided to stay here with your grandmother. You're thinking about your family.
That's right. I'm thinking about my family.
How is that a family that you're here and he's there?
Yeah, that's right.
Don't be so hard on him.
Listen, I don't think you're ready to be a father.
Father, no doubt wanting to have a child. Now look at you, so indecisive. Perhaps it's because you grew up without your father, so you don't know how to be one. It must be all your mother's fault. She must have spoiled you growing up. Will you stop spoiling him?
What are you talking about?
When you do it on Jason, it makes me sick.
How should I speak to him?
Strongly.
But he's not even a year old.
Starting early is the best. That's how you raise a child. What's the matter now?
You have to ask.
I cannot read your mind.
Your son! I knew he liked to drink.
Drinking!
I thought he stopped when we married, but after Jason born, he started again.
Drinking!
Sure, a few glasses now and then.
And now he gambles again, playing mahjong.
Drinking!
It's for fun.
First, he gambles away his wages. Then, when he has no more money, he goes to my store and demands from me.
Gambling!
And that does not sound like my son. Don't exaggerate.
And then,
Women!
I once followed him. We go to a hotel.
Women.
And who's there waiting to go inside with him?
Women!
My worst fear. Another woman.
Stop telling me these lies.
Drinking.
Gambling!
People who work with him,
Women.
they tell me he sees many women, but I never believed them until now.
Drinking!
Gambling.
Women!
I don't believe you. He's the perfect son.
He's no longer man I married, he's son you raised.
You're awake.
You're home. Jason can walk now. Do you know that?
No.
He took his first steps today.
I'm going to bed.
We talk so little now.
It's late. I'm tired.
Wait. Look at you. You've grown so thin. Wait.
Here you go, Oscar.
What's wrong?
Teresa.
Wait.
Wait. But one night, he began to cough up blood. The doctor said he would need operation. They said he had drank so much, his liver had begun to rot. The doctors were just being over-dramatic. Really, it was the stress. Work is very hard. Also, the Filipino food was not good for him, so I encouraged Wei to take a short vacation away from the Philippines. That's why he decided to leave the country. Your mother and yourself.
Dear brother.
Wei,
7 years. After my operation, Teresa and I decided we would leave the Philippines. We're in America now, in Washington, D.C. One day I'll repay all my debts. I worry about you. I know all you want is to hear that I am well, so I write you. I'm well.
Dearest? Wait. Expect to see me by the end of the month. Since you've been gone, my eyes have been cloudy. And my hands shake. I worry that with every day, I'm closer to leaving this world. One thought only makes me happy. Let me live with you again in America. Please do not deny me this pleasure. 7 years have passed without me seeing your face. Let me see you again before I die. I've already bought my tickets to America. I'm so excited. Love, your mother.
The House in Washington, 1984.
I don't feel well.
Oh, I just finished rearranging the kitchen. Oh. You must tell your wife she must be more organized. Oh, I know this is America, but there still should be limits to her freedom.
Can we talk about that later?
Gosh, you look so healthy. When I first arrived, now a month later you can barely walk. Teresa's disorganization must be no help.
She's busy with work.
Too busy to take care of you? Good thing I'm here. Oh, and your son, Jason, every night banging, clanging, running all around the house. How can you get a good night's sleep? He's already 8 years old. You should understand some things.
I will speak with him.
Oh, there's something else I want to tell you.
What?
First daughter wants to move in with us.
Why?
Well, you owe her a lot of money, right? For your medical bills.
You will pay.
So don't complain. She just wants to make sure you don't go back to bad habits. And she wants her money back. And second daughter,
What about her?
well, she's moving in too.
Why?
Well, second daughter has mentioned she should adopt Jason. And you know she wants and loves children.
Because I really love babies.
Generous she is. Wait. I agree that this plan is perfect for all involved.
I am not giving up my son.
Well, see how she does with Jason. You just might change your mind.
The house will be too crowded.
What? You have room right here and also
house.
there's some downstairs basement.
Because I really love babies.
You will pay.
Because I really love babies.
No, the house will be too crowded.
Crowded? Then we can all help each other.
You will pay.
Because I really love babies.
You know, it will be just like when you were a boy.
You will pay.
Because I really love babies.
Teresa!
Wait. What's wrong? Teresa, wait. His heart stopped. What? His heart stopped? No. He's not breathing. What? No. Really, he's dead? He's dead? My son is dead? No.
died too young. It wasn't because it was the only happiness in my life. How is that possible? Oh, what about him made me love him more than he deserved?
Back at the hospital.
Did you talk to him?
Why aren't you at the airport?
I told you I have to be with Amah.
When are they supposed to be here?
Any moment now. Why do you keep asking me all these questions?
What are you going to say to him?
I'll know when he gets here, okay?
Oh, we missed you.
She's so cute.
Aren't you going to say something?
Look at her.
Her name's Lily.
Oh, she's so look at her. Jason, don't you want to hold the baby?
Jason, your daughter.
Jason?
I'll take her.
Jason, you're not going to ignore your daughter, are you?
Your daughter.
A cave on Negro's Island, 1941.
Where, Mom?
Mother, you're awake. You are asleep.
Your daughters were here.
My daughters?
Yeah, you've been sleeping for so long. We're safe now. We're in the cave.
You have a life.
Alive?
The villagers found you in the ruins of our hut. The Japanese hit our village. We signed up from the mountain.
Explosions and fires swallowed up the earth. The village destroyed. They found you half alive.
Oh, my legs.
Our legs are crushed. They have to pull you out.
What about anyone else in the village? Did they find anyone else alive?
No, they couldn't find our father.
Yes. Where's our father? Where did he go?
Your father?
The villager took us to the mountain. They said he went back for you.
Did you see him?
Your father?
Yes. Where is he? Where did he go?
He told me he would go get rice for you and me. He said he would sneak over to the next village where he knew this man with a stove hidden rice.
Did he not come back?
He must have been. Your father was brave. A brave man with thoughts of only his children. The Japanese are cruel.
But Mother, what about you? Why didn't you come to the cave with us?
We were so scared. We felt alone.
We wept for days. We thought you'd forgotten us.
I got lost. I couldn't find the cave. Trails were overgrown.
Is that true, Mother?
Yes. Couldn't find the cave with trails. I got lost. I couldn't find the cave.
That's the true story.
Yes. This is a true story.
The hut on Negro's Island. Amah's memory of Takashi continues.
Before the bed, Chen.
Bright moonlight, 望远远
The ground pass, Yishu.
frosty white, 地上霜
Head this up, too tall.
A moonlit dome, 望明月
Head bows down, tall.
Thoughts of home, 思故乡 He left early.
Bosa, you have been one day.
His local accent hasn't changed.
Temple hairs are pretty gray.
The children come and take a look.
They do not belong to space.
They laugh and ask the visitor,
You come here from what place?
"You speak Chinese?"
I don't really speak Chinese.
I don't understand.
I only learned the poem of language, but I love the poem.
I'm sorry, I don't speak your language.
I only learned it in school.
attend a good Chinese school, but I only learned for language, not for Japan. And I love it.
I haven't heard those poems in 20 years. My father taught them to me. I missed him. I haven't seen him since I left China. My husband doesn't care for those poems. He doesn't think the words are beautiful, but they're the only thing I have in this world. The poems are always there. They cannot abandon you.
I hate this war. I want to become a writer, not a soldier. But I had to join the army. Otherwise, I would have been disgraced. But I couldn't kill. That would make me an awful soldier. So, I ran away. Now, I have nowhere to turn. If the Japanese find me, they kill me. If the Filipinos find me, they kill me.
Did you understand what I just said?
Do you understand what I just said?
What is your name?
Name?
Yes, what is your name?
Takashi. You?
What is that?
A bird. I must have thrown inside.
A bird. It can't get out. What's that sound?
Airplanes.
Airplanes? I don't understand.
Airplanes.
Airplanes?
Yes, we need to go.
No, ignore them.
No, we need to
Ignore
go.
them. I want to stay here with you.
I don't understand.
I have these feelings I don't even know how to describe. There are no words.
No words.
No words. No words. There's a silly Filipino saying. People hear us say it all the time. Bahala na.
Bahala na. What does it mean?
Let it go.
I don't understand.
Don't worry. I do. I understand it now.
I understand it now. When no words were said, language fell apart. And in joy, single moment, I understood. Not in words, but I understood.
When I died, I did not have my body buried in the Chinese cemetery, and it lay in place, surrounded on all sides with others of my race. With my name carved in stone to stand eternal, keep guards above my bones, to guard against disgrace.
Now I understand why you hated words and disappeared.
My daughter, I gave you up to grow accounts. I tried so hard to keep the earnings of her name, but lost him when the revolution came to Amah City. People carried torches, burned our house down to the ground, and all the records, deeds, agreements, and accounts. The scroll of sacred writing was just a ledger book that was finally set to flame.
That's not true. The scroll continues, but not the scroll we thought it was. With every generation, the scroll's redone and retranslated into different words. Only then can it have meaning to our children. A new language we can't even imagine yet. The scroll continues. Never looks the same.
The people cursed and kicked me till I could breathe no more. But when I closed my eyes, one last time, I thought of my daughter in the Philippines, whom I gave up long ago.
The greatest gift was taking back your name from you and I became a wife. You let me go to spare my life.
I let you go that spiritual life.
So, I am still alive.
Back at the hospital.
your daughter?
And Dad's.
Dad! Both of yours? How is that possible? Give that to me. My great-granddaughter. You are blessed. Your family is here. Jason, your daughter. Bahala na.
Jason, Young Wei Wei, Old Wei Wei, and Dead Wei Wei.
And I'm Cathy Chang, and I play the second daughter and Guan Yin. Oh, Amah. And I play first daughter and Cho An.
I'm Vic Miyahira, I play Dan and Takashi.
Brian, I play Teresa. And I play young Amah.
I'm Koji Wada, and I play the father and the evil Japanese